Dear students, welcome to our new lesson. Today we are going to learn about tenses. So, coming directly to the topic tense, we know that when we are talking about the action of the verb, when a verb shows action, that either it happened or it will happen or it is this temporarily. So the when action is in progress, we call that this is present tense, and when the action it happens somewhere in the past, we call it past tense, and if we expect it to happen in future, that we call it future tense. So we divide tenses into three main types. One is past, and one is present, and one is future. So dear students, the tense which we divide into three parts here, one is past, one is present, and one is future. Inshallah, for tenses we will introduce here the technique, what we call haamid technique, my own technique for learning the tenses in very short period of time only. I can say that, I can assure you that only in 15 minutes you can learn all the tenses. But we will go also with the traditional technique of teaching tenses or learning tenses, and also learn the quick techniques to summarize or to gain the knowledge of different things in only short period of time. So the past, present, and future. So dear students, every tense is divided into four parts. This is also divided into the same four parts. This is also divided into the same four parts. So the four parts here are, one is indefinite, and one is continuous, and another one is perfect, and the next one is perfect continuous. So dear students, this, if we say now this is indefinite, this is past indefinite, or this is past continuous, and this is past perfect, and this is past perfect continuous. And the same four types are of this present. We can say present indefinite, and this is present continuous, and this is present perfect, and this is present perfect continuous. And the same one for this future, future indefinite, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. So dear students, let's go for the evaluation of this. How many tenses are there? There are three tenses. One is the past tense, one is the future, and one is the present tense. And every tense has four types. How many types? Four types. One is present, one is indefinite, and the next one is continuous, and the third one is perfect, and this fourth one is perfect continuous. So this is for the future, this is for the present, and this is for the past. So we will just take the present tense, and for the present tense we will take the present indefinite. So today we are going to take this is present tense, and in present tense we will take the present indefinite. Present indefinite. So in present indefinite, let us see how many types are there in present indefinite. Not types, we will say every type of tense has four different types of sentences. And one type of sentence is positive, or what we call affirmative. And the next one is negative. And the third one is interrogative. And the fourth one is interrogative negative. So how many types of sentences are there? For everyone one is affirmative, and one is negative, and one is interrogative, and one is interrogative negative. So this is the type where we accept things. For example, if I have to accept that I ate food, then I accepted this, that I have taken the food. And if I don't accept it, that I did not take the food, that is called negative. Where I reject things, where I don't accept things, that's called negative thing. And where I put the question, or where I pose the question to myself or to other people or to anyone related to any pronoun, we call those interrogative sentences. And then there is interrogative negative, where we accept things, where we make the question and also we negate things in that. That's called interrogative negative. So today our basic one was this. Our basic one was present indefinite. So the formula for the present indefinite here is, one is subject, and then is the first form of verb. First form of verb. And then it may be followed by the object, because there are transitive and intransitive verbs, and it may be followed with that by this object, and then it's for the positive sentence, this formula. And then for the negative one, negative, this is subject, and then we add do and does, plus not, and then the first form of verb, V is verb, and then O is for the object. This is subject plus do does. And why do does here? And then slash this do does. Do is for the plural ones, and does is for the singular one. And it's for third person singular. For example, he and she is there, or any noun is there, or name is there. There we use does. And then it's not for, and the first form of the verb, and then object. And then there is interrogative. See, dear students, when we make the interrogative question, when we make the interrogative sentences here, we take out this auxiliary verb or the helping verb here, do and does. Let's take it out. It becomes do or does, then it becomes subject here, then it's first form of verb, and then it's object. And the next one is for interrogative negative. See, do and does, if we have to contract that, we can say doesn't, or we can say don't. But we can also say do and does, then we can add here subject, and then not, and then verb, and then object. So this was the formula for the present indefinite here. So we have 4 different types of sentences. One is positive, one is negative, one is interrogative, and one is interrogative negative. This is for the present indefinite. This is subject, and then this is first form of the verb, and then it's object. And then it's subject, then it's do and does, then it's not, and then it's first form of the verb, and then it's object. And then it's do and does, we take it out there to make the interrogative or make the question, then it's subject, then it's first form of the verb, and then it's object. And then do, does, subject plus not, then first form of the verb, and then object. Now dear students, let's find the exercise here. Exercise here. If students who hail from the parts of the Central Asia, or who hail from this India, Pakistan, they are also aware about Hindi and Urdu. And for them, if we make the signs for indefinite there in Urdu, we can say there ta hai, ti hai, te hai, then it's ta hu and ti hu. So if we take the subject here, wo khata hai. This is also the translation, wo khata hai. We know that for positive sentence, it is first subject, then it's verb, first form, and if it is a third person subject or a third person, if it's a noun or a singular one, then we add s or es for the verb, and then it's object. So wo khata hai, wo is he is a singular third person one, and we can say for eat, we know the verb is there, eat. This khata, the verb is there, eat. We say he eats. What he eats, then it's, we can here add wo khana khata hai, he eats food. See here, student, this is subject he, then it's verb he eats, and then it's food, he eats food. Now we can apply the formula here, that is subject plus do, does, plus first form of the verb and then object. That means he does not eat food. When we use does, then we do add s or es to the first form to the verb form. So we can say he does not eat food. And when we make a question, we say does he eat food? And when we make an interrogative negative, we say does he not eat food? So this was the now negative. He does not eat food. Now the interrogative sentence. Does he